Amy from Blue Seal Equestrian, and for our Ride of the Week series, today we have Simone.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, good. Recovering after Sardinia, but getting there.
Yes. Simone, you aren't just a horse rider, but you're also a horse physio.
Yes, and dog.
And dog
animal
physio.
Yes.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your business and the name of your business.
Okay. So I own a company here in PE called Better Pet Veterinary Therapy. That's the logo.
That's the logo with your very dirty model.
Oh my gosh. Not my dog.
Definitely not your dog. Oh, hey boy. You're very dirty.
Yeah, so I own a business called Better Pet Veterinary Therapy here in PE. I opened it in 2018 and it's just been from day one. I've been so blessed and thankful to be busy from day one. So yeah, and then shortly after that, I got it back into my riding, and yeah, now we have this noble steed.
He's gorgeous. He's so sweet. Now tell me, do you do more dogs or more horses, or is it quite a balance?
So it really depends on the time of year and obviously competition season, but there will be a majority of the time. I do a lot of post-operative dog cases, so that keeps me busy in that sense. But when it is competition season, then horses do take precedence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell me about your noble steed over here.
So this is formerly known as Supreme Sword off the racetrack.
Okay.
His name is now Benjamin Button. We kind of gave him that name because he was like, as a 4-year-old, leading the 20-year-olds through the scary streets of Sardinia Bay.
Oh, cute.
And he's just such a gentle soul, not spooky, so bench suited him.
Okay.
I got him off the racetrack at the end of 2018 with a right front tendon rupture. I don't know if you can get it from here. So he presented.
I'll hold him.
Cool, thanks. He presented with the right front tendonitis, and then when I saw him, we connected, and I was like, well, I've got the tools to help get this right. So we got it right. His tendon is obviously got scar tissue along it, but he's sound, he's working, he's able to do what he wants to do, and he enjoys his jumping. So
he's lucky to have a mom that can fix him.
Yeah, so shortly after the tendonitis came right, we got cellulitis, so it's one itis after the other. And so he slowly but surely, it was a long road to recovery, but we got there, and now he's a perfectly going pony.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So will he be a good babysitter for my baby when I go on the first outride?
I was going to invite you to bring one of your ponies with.
Done deal, because I need a babysitter.
Okay, it's set on camera. We have it on camera. No, he's the perfect babysitter.
Oh, he's so sweet. Now I see he's got a little bump over here on his eye. What is all that about? It looks like he actually is having a tough life, but the best life as well.
Best life as well. So this was diagnosed, so it started coming up end of 2019, beginning 2020.
Okay.
And then we kind of just thought it was maybe a cyst. I had a vet come out to check it out. Looked like it was a cyst. Waited for it to pop, and it didn't.
Okay.
And then it kind of just increased in size over lockdown. And then we had a specialist come out, Dr. Kim Tutt from Cape Town, and she diagnosed it as a sarcoid.
Okay, sure.
We do chemo treatments every second week with Dr. Kathleen.
Okay,
and
interesting.
It's reduced in size quite a bit. So he gets his chemo injections regularly.
Okay, so so it's obviously an injection, and then do they inject it into his eye, or just
So he gets a dose of sedation.
Okay.
Very mild, because he's a very good boy.
Yeah, he's so sweet. He's standing here like falling asleep.
Yeah, that's Benj. And then so what they do is they go into it from various angles. So it's multi-directional.
Okay.
And then we're trying to basically, so before we didn't even have this crease over here.
Okay, was it just a big swollen?
It was just a solid swollen piece, and now it's actually, you can move it around, and it's quite soft to the touch.
Oh wow, yeah.
So what our idea is, the final goal is to be able to reduce it in size so much so that we can actually just remove it and remove the root, because that's the dangerous thing with this. The root is so much longer than what we actually see. So it
Okay,
becomes
and it's so close to his eye.
that too. So it makes topicals very difficult to apply.
Yeah.
I can't just put anything on it.
Sorry, I'm just pausing you. Just to have a look behind you.
Guys.
There's a massive game going on here.
Oh my gosh. Farm life.
Friday morning fun.
Guys, can you go play in the paddocks?
Oh, but this is so much fun,
Oh
Mom.
my gosh.
Water bucket and then sand. Simone, you had a bit of an accident at a point.
Just a little one.
Just a little one. Tell us a little bit about it, because I mean, I know that you've come so far from that, and it's not easy coming back from a fall,
No.
and especially a fall that affects your life. So tell us a little bit about that and how you've overcome all the things that you've had to deal with, especially confidence-wise, and because I know everybody who does have a fall, your confidence is knocked a bit. So tell us a little bit about that, because I know like a lot of people, they feel like they can't lose their confidence, but it's actually okay to lose your confidence and build it up.
100%.
So tell me about that.
So it was July or end of June 2019. It was, I think, basically our second event, and we had friends invite us to go with them to practice jumping at PE Riding Club. And I don't know, he just had a bit of a bee up his bum that morning, and we were still very young, both of us, very novice at our riding and getting him going forward and all of that, and he just basically took off, unfortunately. And I had no brakes. The bit that I had in him was the very kindest. It was super soft. I had no control.
Okay.
And we got the jump ahead of us, and I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this will get him to come back.
Yeah.
And last second he just twisted out of it, and I was already basically in jumping position. Even it was 30 centimeters, guys.
It happens. It does happen.
And just the way that he twisted his body, it angled me into the upright. And I went face first into the upright, helmet and all, obviously. But if it weren't for my helmet, I would not be standing here today for sure. I cracked my skull open, basically. I had a big fracture along this area here. And then I was wearing my glasses, which now I highly recommend nobody rides with glasses that can break, and because I got a scar above my eyebrow from my glasses breaking. I fractured my bone underneath my eyeball here, this one, and then shattered my nose. So I've got metal plates all over in my face. And it did take a knock. I was told 6 weeks off for recovery, and that led to Women's Day, 9th of August. 9th of August, I was back on my horse, and that I think is the most important thing. I think if you fall and you're able to get back on, you get back on.
Yeah.
Not just for the horse, but for yourself, because I think the sooner you get over that fear, or just that first ride, is already, you've got that under your belt.
Yeah.
And then
it's
from
just
there
to actually
on,
get back on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then, so did you have to have quite a few operations, or what actually happened?
Thankfully, it was just one, a very long one.
Okay.
But they but they fixed my nose up with metal plates and all of that, and then luckily that was it. So 3-hour-long surgery.
Oh wow.
Was in hospital for a week. And I got out and I was back riding as soon as I could, because at the end of the day, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
And that's the number one thing. I think no typical horse, anyway, has the ability to be ugly or mean that way.
Yeah.
Obviously, unless
it was just an
instigated.
accident.
It was an accident, and he was a young horse. He was a baby still. So they don't actively go out in the morning to say, I'm going to get my rider off today.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless you have the ones that are really
That's
really
typical.
naughty.
I say typical. Yes. Yeah.
Well done for getting back up there. And I mean, your scars aren't bad at all.
Considering good surgeon.
Considering the fall that you had, it's amazing. And well done for getting back up and getting back on.
Yeah.
That's a big achievement, just getting back on.
And it was on this pony too. So I had so many people ask me afterwards, like, are you going to sell him? Are you going to rehome him? And I'm like, no, he's my child.
He's my baby.
This is my child. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Blue Seal product?
Oh, it's too difficult. I love the blankets.
Okay.
And I think they're such great quality for a really, really great price. I've got the fleecy that was given to us by a very special granny.
Yeah.
And we've got the rain sheet, which is also really great. So I think definitely between that and the Jods, it's a very tight call.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you guys.
interviewing.
Yeah.
It's been great. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask, as a physio for horses, what can you recommend to people, just a simple thing to help keep their horses loose, supple,
yeah,
flexible, injury-free, like, you know what I mean? You know where I'm getting to?
Yes, I do. Okay, so nothing can beat a good warm-up.
Okay.
Spend as long as possible warming up your horse properly, especially for competition. It's in your environment, so there might be more room for spooking, and that places a lot of strain on the legs.
Yes.
My other one is before and after, if you've got time. Before is great, but after I'll spend time just doing carrot stretches and really getting him to stretch to the high water. And stretch between the legs. It's an amazing tool to get him to stretch out through his back, because their backs take a lot of toll.
Yes.
So, and it's definitely one of my biggest things that I treat when I see horses is sore backs, and sometimes, unfortunately, it is just a thing of a poor saddle fit or a poor saddle fit for the rider that's causing, because that's what I'm currently dealing with.
Okay.
My saddle doesn't fit me.
Okay,
it
but
fits
fits
him
your horse.
beautifully. But so I've got to deal with his lower back pain quite regularly until we find
so
a
it's
good,
basically stretching, making sure your equipment fits, and just warming up and getting those muscles nice and loose and
exactly.
warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for the interview. It's been
Thank you,
great, and I
Amy.
don't want to hold you up too much because I see Coach is like giving me the eye wall. And yeah, don't forget, we do have a YouTube channel. Have you subscribed?
Yes.
Yes, well done. Okay, so you need to go and get everybody to go and view your video, because we're having a little competition running.
Okay.
So the person with the most views in this season wins a beautiful hamper from Blue Steel.
Okay, game on.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. But please ask them when they're viewing your video on YouTube to also subscribe to our channel.
Okay.
And then also, so they just hit the subscribe button, and then the little bell, there's a little bell that
notification.
notifies you every time we upload. I like you, you're cool. And also don't forget that we have a Facebook page and Instagram page, so go and like those.
And so does Better Pets.
And so does Better Pets, so go and follow Better Pets as well. I know
I gotta sneak that in there.
my little boy is also featured on Better Pets page before.
Yes.
So go give Better Pet a follow, and if you need any physio, you know who the girl is, yeah? And yeah, we also have an online shop, www.blue-steel.co.za, for all your horsey shopping needs.